Good morning, everybody. My name is Logan Diven, and today I have the pleasure of being able to interview Mr. Bryan Cranston, who's running for Miss Farris's 2022 Celebrity Presidential Election. So, Bryan, if you'd like to, would you please care to introduce yourself to us today?
My name is
Bryan Cranston.
Now, before we officially begin, would it be okay if we were to ask you a couple of questions?
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
So, there's been some concern with the global market and people wanting us to ship more US made products out into the rest of the world. So, we're just curious, what is your opinion on shipping US made products out?
We have to move our product in bulk, wholesale.
Awesome. Well, another question. What was your reaction like when you found out that you had to be running against Danny DeVito for this election? Well, that reaction was exotic, to be sure. Now, we have been reaching out to the other politicians running this political season and trying to figure out what they're doing to sway voters. We've been reaching out to them, but none of them have really been calling us back.
Well, he's not calling you back. I mean, you didn't honestly think that worked.
Well, interrupting me is a little rude, mister. Anyways, since we haven't been able to get them to call us back and tell us their incentives, why haven't you tried to call the other politicians and figure out what they're doing?
They know me. They know my voice. They'll know me.
That is a very fair point, Mr. Cranston. Now, a lot of people have been asking, and they think that Kris Jenner is actually going to beat you out this season, so we were just curious what your thoughts on that were.
No way. Sorry. No. So
Well, quite frankly, I agree with you. But back to another problem. The crisis at the border is becoming a rising problem, so the US would like to know what you would tell the illegal immigrants coming into the country.
stay out of my territory.
In recent years, there has been a issue in the state of South Dakota with the possession of illegal substances. Now, we were curious, if you do win the election, what would your administration do in the state of South Dakota? And is there any particular drugs that you would crack down on in the state?
In the meth.
Well, then the state's slogan really doesn't lie. But we are getting a little bit crunched on time here, Mr. Cranston. But before we leave, I do have one last question for you. Your administration has said that they will be focusing more of the money on the transportation part of hard infrastructure. And we all know that includes roads for cars to drive on. So if you would be so kind as to show us what driving on these roads that you will be making is like.
Yes.